What does proficient mean?
Good. Proficient?
Yeah, what he said, what's that meaning?
Means he has the ability to
do it, but
just
not to.
He is at or above the average.
Gotcha. Sounds about River, yeah.
Well, I think what he's trying to say is he's above the average, but at an intermediate level. Which means he doesn't suck.
Proficient. I like that. Word of the day, proficient.
Every day starts with training. So today was our usual thing. I meet up with my brother. We have a couple other guys that we train with. That's every day. So that's how we start out our days. And then home, breakfast, and now we're here. And the thing that we get to talk about today is we are working on two things in my company. One, we're working on our first property acquisition. And two, we're working on our first request for proposal on a project in Chicago. So we'll start where we should start. We'll start with our first acquisition deal because I'm super excited about it. Everybody knows how much I love New York. This is the next destination that I'm going to call home in the very near future. And this project this property is in what's called Carroll Gardens, which is a neighborhood in Brooklyn. And the cool thing about it is Mazola Bakery. So Mazola Bakery has been in operation for 98 years, which is awesome. It's not the bakery that's cool. Don't get me wrong. The bakery's cool. Mazola, awesome. The setup, amazing. What makes the other half of this acquisition really cool is that there are residential units above and next door which are also part of the project. And the unique feature about the sale of this property is that one of the conditions of sale is that the bakery can't be closed, which I love because I love history, business, and a historical location. So with all three of those, you really can't lose. So it's been in the works. I guess I've been working on this for a couple months. I flew out to New York to check out Mazola, the bakery, and the property. Mazola is amazing. It leaves a lot of room for improvements, a little updating. I understand 98 years. I think there's a little missing on that, on what is possible. Just there's a brownstone next door that's also owned. It has 4 units in it, and then above the bakery there's another 3 units. The basement of both buildings is used for the bakery. It is actually the kitchen. So, or I guess you call the bakery where you bake your goods. Is that also the kitchen? This is not cooking, it's baking. Okay, it's the kitchen. We'll call it the kitchen. Those are fully leased, and right now, just going through the review process. I just got a lot of documents last week that I needed to verify to make sure that deal would work and that it was viable for my investors and the investment pool and put together. So once we get that, then we'll start putting together investors to purchase that property. And then we switch over to the RFP for Chicago. So if you don't know or I haven't mentioned, I have a group of, I call it the fellowship, an architect fellowship that's helping me do the design work for this project in Chicago. Cool thing about the project Chicago, it is currently a parking lot. It is in a part of town that's in desperate need of housing. It is directly next to a bus stop and a train station or subway station. So it is actually the parking lot for both of those. What we're trying to do is 100 units. I want to do more than 100 units of residential there with commercial spaces The commercial spaces will include a bodega, and all the other businesses there will be entrepreneurial businesses. So there will be no type of franchise businesses there. So with that, we'll get to use our model of our revenue-based leasing. Bodega, we want to try to see if we can work with maybe a local grocer who wants that location that we can put entrepreneur in. This is a one space I would consider doing a franchise type model with. If we could get one of the big grocers, an Amazon or Kroger's, which Kroger's is a Texas-based grocery store, I believe. If we get one of these grocers to do introduce some type of franchise model that lets an entrepreneur run a space like this, I think that would be really cool. And then we're designing this project and this building to be built in an off-site manufacturing process, which will let us, the first floor, which is all the commercial units, that'd be built out on site, but we wanted off-site manufacture all the residential units above, greatly cut our cost and our build time. So we're hoping that, we know that the entitlement process through the city takes time, so we're hoping that that will allow us to build faster once we're through that process, and then get people in these new homes faster. This project will be 40% affordable. It will be 20% workforce, and the rest will be market level renting. So it'll be studios, 1 bedrooms, some 2 bedrooms, and then I think we are going to have maybe 4 3-bedroom units. With it being where it's located, it's close to a transit, so it's going to be available for those people who maybe as you get closer to the downtown core and stuff like that, it gets a little more expensive to live. This will give them that immediate way into work, but a cheaper cost of living. And plus with the 100 units, and we're capped out at a height, and the lot's only so big. So to get 100 plus units there, we're going to have to do some studios and some 1 bedrooms. But the goal is also in these 1 bedrooms and studio units is to work with Ori Living. And if you don't know who Ori is, Ori makes an amazing product, which is basically all their products are furniture, but it's all space-saving furniture. So everything moves, everything's movable. They have what's called a sky bed, which the bed raises up to the ceiling, couch, coffee table underneath. When you're ready to sleep, hit a button, it falls from the ceiling, which is great for space saving. Makes the space feel a lot bigger. I've actually spent several nights staying in Ori Living's condo that they have in Hudson Yard, and it's an amazing experience. So right now, those are the 2 projects we have in the works. I'm going to try to start documenting this. I would love for it to be every day, but it may be 2 to 3 times a week, and get on a regular schedule for you guys. Our training content is going to be 2 or 3 times a week. We're ironing out that process as well, but I'm glad you take the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please shoot them over. Take a look. Visit the website if you're interested in the things that we're doing. If you're interested in the Mazzola Bakery deal or RFP that we're working on, we'll put all that information there. As we get closer, I'll share some of that footage with you guys here. The fellowship come on, they can kind of explain what they're doing. If you're an off-site manufacturing company and you come across this video, please reach out to us. I want to learn as much as I can about it. I've reached out to a couple companies that haven't got back to me yet, but until we speak again, I hope everything's great for you. I want you to be the good, be all the good. The world needs it. Talk to you soon.